welcome back to my channel. Today's video is, you've guessed it, well, you've guessed it if you read the title, it's everything I made in April. Everything I made in April 2024. April was a month where at first I thought like, okay, I really slowed things down in terms of the plushies that I made, but then I was like, wait, just because the plushie isn't in the box where I store them doesn't mean that I wasn't busy, because I did make a lot of plushies that I gifted away. They were used as party favors for my son's birthday party, and 2 of them were gifts for my son, and then I made another one for my niece, which I also gifted away. So even though they're not going to be shown on today's video, I did make quite a bit in April. So let's get started. These aren't in any particular order. I'm just grabbing from this little tote that I have. And yeah, so the first one right off the bat, look. This is Tamer the Coder, or the Gamer. Tamer the Gamer, Mac the Coder. I'll write it down below. This is another of Stella's monsters, and they're just too cute. Seriously, too cute. I still have to make Mackenzie, and I'm all for it. I want to. So I went and I was a little bit extra with his hair because it's actually supposed to be like a mohawk, but I was like, let's make him colorful, and this is the result. I made him bright and yellow with orange and pink at the same time. The eyes were hand painted by me. So this is the first plushie. I'm gonna try and keep a count of all the plushies that I show you. So this is one. This is my Terra turtle, and it's my own pattern, but I used Lomare's yarn. It was gifted to me, and if you want to know my thoughts on this yarn, I'll link the video down below. It's a really, really plush yarn. Sadly, Lomare has had to go out of business, but she is planning on trying a new crafty venture. So give her a follow. This is Lomare in lavender and in mint, and I used an 8mm crochet hook to make the pattern, because usually my patterns are like this. This is Parfait Chunky with a 4.5mm hook. It's the same pattern, it's just that the yarn sizes and hook sizes are different. Super, super chunky. This was a pattern test for Kiss Fist Crochet, and it's her first ever pattern, and it's a chunky dinosaur. This pattern is so, I know it looks big, I know it looks a bit intimidating, but it really works up very quick. I was inspired by a pineapple. So that's why I chose like yellow with lighter yellow and this gorgeous teal color. Also, I should have led with that, but April was a month where I used quite a bit of yarn scraps. So not only was I inspired by a pineapple, but this was all I had left from a roll of Basics chenille. So I was like I am all for trying to use up those like odds and ends from yarns, which brings me to this other project that I'll insert a video clip of it right now. It's also a pattern test, and this one is for Cozy Crochet by Tasha. She has 4 animals. It's a bear, a cat, a bunny, and a puppy. I tested the puppy one, and it's her odds and ends friends. Basically, you start making the plushie. If you run out of yarn, you pick another yarn and you keep on using it until you run out. And the plushies are phenomenal. So here's the clip that I pre-recorded back then. Hi, so a quick pause from the video to show you something that I already gifted away. Well, not as I'm making this little clip, but as I'm finishing up the whole video. I already gifted this cutie to my niece, whose birthday was somewhere around the middle of April. And I just like, yes, I could have inserted a picture right here. Yes, I could have like filmed something, but you just need to see it. You just need to see it in person. Well, not in person, but you know what I mean. So I made her this. It's so cute. I kind of want to keep it for myself, but no, I made it specifically for my niece. And this pattern is by Cozy Crochet by Tasha. She has 4 different animals in her odds and ends collection. She has a bunny, a bear, a kitty, and a dog. I was chosen to pattern test her dog, and I'm in love with it. So much so that I wasn't even done making this, that I brought some more scraps out to make another one. So the whole idea behind her odds and ends critters collection is to use up scraps of yarn. So you pull out all the scraps of yarn that you have that aren't enough to make a full project or an area of a project, and use it to make a project. So I went with like purples and pinks for this one. The other one has greens, pinks, blues, and I'm excited to see what I can get out of that. Back to the other video. Bye. So what did you think? I also have another one in the works, but sadly I wasn't able to finish it. But it's been added to my Make It May pile. If you're interested in knowing what I'm going to be up to in May, hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, hit like, and stay tuned because that's the next video. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pull out all my whips. Yeah, and I'm gonna be sincere with myself and see if I'm really going to finish that or if I'm just gonna repurpose the yarn for something else. Amongst those whips are orders, so those are like on the top of the priorities. Little pieces that I was able to make of my second patchy puppy for Cozy Crochet by Tasha. Those pieces will be added to the tote that I have with all the things that I'm gonna hopefully finish in May. Now, let's continue. Switching gears a bit, I pattern tested this gorgeous shawl. I'm gonna try and get it. I'm not gonna be able to get it in one frame, but let's see if... This gorgeous shawl by Everly Fibers, and I did use Premier Yarns Momenti, and I used nearly 2 skeins of those to make this large sized shawl. It's really one of those projects where if you don't want to like think too much, this is the project. In the sense that you can just like write down what the row repeats are, you know, put a little movie, a series or something, and just like go home and, you know, start crocheting. I really love this. I'm still debating if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to list it on my Etsy. All right, so this next plushie was a pattern test for Crochet by Jenna, and this is her No Sew Dragon. I used some of my safety eyes, and this little guy is you're able to make it so quick. Made in Parfait Chunky, it's about this size. I've seen it done in Bernat Blanket, and it's pretty big. So check out the pattern. It's really beginner friendly. This next plushie was a pattern test for hooks and whisks. This is Stella the fidget bug, and it's poppable as well as the wings. But wait, there's more. Hooks and Whisks also has Finrod the fidget fish, and it's fidgety because the fins, you can pop it in and out. What I love about these is that I love puppets, but it's kind of weird, but the consistent kind of gets on my nerves sometimes. So these, they don't do the popping sound, so yeah. And you can play with you can play with the back fins as well. For mine, what I did, I used poly pellets, so they are a bit weighed, which also helps with any sort of sensory overload. And yeah, so I made two. The eyes are by me. She is chunky. It's a mama dragon with the baby egg and the baby dragon. This was a pattern test for Atomic Crochet. She has quite a few patterns that are mama and baby, and I didn't think she was going to turn out this big, but once I saw her, I was like, yay. So I used burlap blanket with a 7mm crochet hook. I actually used quite a bit of my burlap blanket stash. The eyes are by me. This is the color Grape Soda. Even though it looks blue there, it looks a bit more blue, it's actually more towards the purple side, like a lavenderish color. Let me reassemble this pattern test. So this other pattern I tested for Not More Yarn by Lindsay, and look, wait, it looks like it's been through things, but no. This is the Nesting Owls, and you have the daddy owl. You open it up, you have the mama owl. You open it up again, you have the kid owl, and inside the little kid owl is the baby owl. These were so fun to make. By far, it's really fun. Just the way that the pattern is set up, you can definitely like, okay, just let's make the mama owl right now, or let's make the kid owl, and so on and so forth. For all of them, I used felt eyes, and I used a mixture of burlap blanket, Parfait Chunky double-stranded to get that same thickness. Another pattern test for, I'll link them down below because I don't remember the name, but how can you not like this chunky cockatiel? So this was a pattern test. I used a mixture of basic chenille with burlap blanket and Parfait Chunky. I even hand colored the eyes. These are, I think, metal. They are black glitter mixed with gray mica powder. So it gives it it almost looks like a solid black safety eye, but when you get close to it and turn it, you can get the little glimpses of sparkle. Another pattern test, but I need to make the rest of its buddies. This is Brocco Larry, and I pattern tested for Garden Hoe Crochet. She recently came out with, let me get the fuzzies out. She recently came out with the veggie snails. So if I recall correctly, I don't know, I don't remember if it was for March or for February where I made all those snails, the fruit snails. Well, she made the veggie snails. I still need to make all his other friends, but they're coming along. They're coming along. They are just too adorable to pass up. And the last two that I made, actually no, wait. I made this one too, and this one. Okay, so I have quite a few more. So, I pattern tested for Straight Up Handmade. This is her Finn the Frog pattern. I hand painted the eyes and used Parfait Chunky for him. If you haven't gotten this pattern, run, well, digitally run and get it. This is Otto the Octopus by Not More Yarn by Lindsay. The fact that you can make such a cute octo in about 20 minutes with minimal yarn it's phenomenal. So not only that, but look. Do I have it here? Nope. I don't have it here. I've designed a free swing pattern and he fits perfectly on that free swing pattern. In total, for the month of April, I've made five of these, and I'm gonna make more. The other critter that I'm obsessed and I can't wait to make more is this jumping spider. He really reminds me of Lucas the spider. So I have my very own Lucas spider here. This pattern is handmade by Nicole. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced her name, but yeah. It's no-sew and you can make it in under 30 minutes. It's really fast to make and just look how cute. This one also fits on that free swing pattern that's free on my Etsy. It'll be free as a YouTube tutorial here. The date will be further down the road, and for a minimal price, it'll be on my Etsy in the upcoming days. So yeah, and I'm excited. I've designed another pattern. This little cutie is Taronette, the mini turtle, and it's Tara's baby sister. Look. they are just so cute. Tara can be made in about an hour and a half. Taronette, under an hour. She is cute, small, and she is no-sew, except, you know, you have to sew on the hat, but all her other pieces are no-sew, so it's a win-win-win. I hope to have her released by the 8th of May, but yeah, I'm excited for her. I'm excited. I love turtles. Yeah, in any shape or size or theme, I just love turtles. Alright, so now I'm going to include a video clip of the plushies that I made for my son's birthday party. In it, you're going to see a few of the Octos that I showed you, so a few of these. You'll see 7 squids in different colors that were made as party favors for the kids that came to the birthday party. And that pattern is by Plushie Co. Patterns, if I'm not mistaken. And I used the baby squid or the mini squid pattern for the party favors, and then I made one of the bigger ones for my son as a gift because he did request a squid for his birthday. So all told, I had to pause the video and come back and make sure that I counted everything. So all told, I've made 33 plushies and a shawl over the course of the month of April. Pretty busy, but I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked any of the patterns that I mentioned, I'll have the designer and the pattern linked down below. If you're interested in grabbing any of these cuties, please check out my Etsy shop, which I'll have linked down below. And yeah, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you back soon. Bye!